alcohol gotta make you proud. Lou, show 'em we're not pushovers. He once told me he hated gambling more than anything in the world. He'd sworn an oath never to gamble ever. If he did, he'd be reincarnated as a pig for 3 lifetimes. Looking at this drooling idiot, his eyes glazed over with greed for the plastic chips. I wanted to claw them out. Uncle, Aunt, I said, my voice pleading now. He's new to the family. Don't do this to him. Aunt Jean bristled instantly. What are you implying? Blair, that we cheated. How dare you? Then she leaned in, her voice a conspiratorial hiss in my ear. I stopped them from making it 100 grand a chip. You should be thanking me. This is too much money. It's a crime. We can't play for this much, I begged, looking around at their stony faces. How about this? I'll send each of you $1,000. A thank you for coming to our wedding. $1,000 each, 5 grand. For most people in this town, that was 2 or 3 months' wages, but they didn't agree. They didn't disagree either. They just stared at me. After a tense moment, a new voice, old and reedy, cut through the silence from behind me. A bet's a bet. Once you're at the table, you can't just walk away. That brings bad luck on the house. I turned. It was old man Barlow, the owner of the hardware store where this backroom was located. He was a kind, grandfatherly figure who'd just wished us well at the reception. Now he was talking about the sacred rules of a $38,000 debt. Mr. Barlow, if the cops knew about this, they'd shut this whole place down. I warned. You can threaten me all you want, girl. I'm old enough to be in the ground, but in my establishment, the rules are the rules. I scanned the room and suddenly, I understood the strange, gloating expressions on every single face. It all clicked into place. This was a setup. Uncle Marty just smiled and patted my arm. Winning and losing, it's all part of the game. You lose some, you win some. Don't look so sour. So you're saying if I don't pay the $38,000, you won't let us leave? Of course not. We wouldn't hold you captive, but debts have to be paid. If you can't, well, I'm sure your parents can. My parents couldn't afford $38,000. If they could, they wouldn't have held my wedding reception in a dingy community hall with cheap catering. They were banking on the fact that my family was an easy mark. They knew we'd be too proud, too concerned with our reputation, to refuse to pay. Aunt Jean chimed in, her voice dripping with malice. Your folks were running their mouths at the reception, Blair, telling everyone about the $38,800 wedding gift Dawson's family gave you. It's not like you can't afford it. Don't play poor with us. The $38,800 gift was a lie. Dawson was an orphan raised by his grandfather. We had saved that money together, every last penny, but to avoid gossip and save face, we'd told my parents it was a gift from his side. I told my father a dozen times not to mention it to anyone, but a few beers, and his need to show off had taken over. A $38,800 gift, a $38,000 loss. They'd been kind enough to leave us the 800. Your parents are here, Aunt Jean said, pointing toward the door. My mom, dad, and younger brother walked in. Seeing Dawson slumped at the table, my dad chuckled, still at it. You guys have fun, not much else to do in this town. I let out a cold, bitter laugh. Fun? What fun? Your new son-in-law just lost $38,000. Uncle Marty and the others are here to collect. What? My dad croaked. I practically screamed it. $38,000. 38 who? Your son-in-law. The one who's so drunk he can't see straight. My dad's face went pale. Is this true? He asked Marty. Big brother. Marty said gravely, there are no family ties at the poker table. Your son-in-law did indeed lose $38,000. We have witnesses. My mother shrieked and collapsed, my brother catching her just in time. 38,000. That's a down payment on a house. How could this happen? What are we going to do? She wailed. The commotion drew more people from the reception, all familiar faces from the town, all watching the spectacle unfold. Uncle Marty added, his voice dripping with false reason. It is a lot of money, but he agreed to it, and he was winning at first. You know how cards are. Luck comes and goes. A few more hands, and he might have won it all back. A chorus of onlookers nodded in agreement. Yeah, that's right. My dad looked at me, his eyes pleading. Did you? The tragic resolve I'd felt moments before ignited.